Welcome back to my channel, and the first thing that I want to let you guys know is that sometimes the inability to let go of what you can't control is rooted in deep trauma. Knowing this, the next step is to look within to find the root cause of your need to be in control. Doing this will help you to understand yourself and be patient through the process. I recommend journaling, praying, and taking time to reflect. You might not be able to just let go of the need to be in control right away, but if you continue to be on this path, then you will be able to let go of the need to be in control. The second tip I have for you is to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is being able to be in the present moment, focusing on the now. A lot of times we get so trapped in overthinking about the future that we don't take moments to be still and take in the things around us. Mindfulness not only helps you to let go of the need to be in control, but can also help with negative thoughts and anxiety. For me, mindfulness has been helping me with so many things. It's been helping me with anxiety. It's been helping me with this shaky feeling of like I'm not in control of my emotions. But when I'm mindful of my surroundings and where I am, and I just take a deep breath and be still, then that anxiety starts to fade away. And of course, my anxiety doesn't just go away as a whole. It helps me in that moment to really regulate my emotions and to be like, okay, I'm here, I am safe, and it's going to be okay. Some ways you can practice mindfulness are walking, focusing on your breathing, exercising, reading, and creating art. There are so many ways that you can practice mindfulness, and if you do a little bit of research, you'll find what works best for you. The next step I have for you is to focus on what you can control. If I made a list of all the things I had control over, I would be surprised by the number. So often we focus on what we can't control, instead of looking at the choices and options we really have. The next step I have for you is to change your perspective. When you change your perspective about control, it can help you to let go of the need to be in control. When things don't go as planned, it opens doors for new opportunities and lessons. When we look at things in a more positive light, it really helps us to know that, you know what, everything is really going to work out for my good. And it's definitely hard to look at things like that because it's like, all you see is the negative, all you see are the bad things that happen. But when you look at things in an optimistic way, but also being real, you really get to be grateful for what you have and what's happening in your life. So every time something doesn't go as planned, remind yourself that because of this, I'm going to learn something and it's going to open doors for new opportunities. So I'm going to give you an example. Say you want to go to Harvard, but you ended up going to Yale. You didn't really want to go to Yale. You really wanted Harvard. You had your eyes set on Harvard, but you couldn't control being accepted or not. So you went to Yale and you saw that that was actually a better fit for you all along. And you got the most of your education. You met amazing people, and that really opened the door for you. So if you never got that rejection from Harvard, then you never would have went to Yale and seen that, oh my gosh, I've grown so much from this school. The fifth tip I have for you is to embrace the process. Disappointment and grief are okay as long as you don't stay in that. We are humans, we're going to feel emotions regardless. It's going to happen. So when you are feeling those emotions of disappointment and grief, don't beat yourself up about it. Just know that if you need a second to just grieve what you lost, a lost opportunity, a friendship that you really wanted to work out, if you take a moment to grieve that, that's okay. Next tip that I have for you is to simply accept that there's gonna be things that you can't control. And I know you're like, no, I don't want to accept that fact. Or maybe you're not. Maybe you're like, okay, yeah, you're right. I think that there's beauty in the mystery and the curiosity of life. And I think there's beauty in not knowing what's gonna happen. When you're reading a really good book or you're watching a really good movie, if you know what's gonna happen, you don't have that fun anticipation. You don't have that intrigue factor. But if you don't know what's going on, you're like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen next? Oh my gosh. Oh wait, I think this is gonna happen. I think that's gonna happen. Oh yeah, I suspected that he was kind of, if you know what I mean. So those are all the tips I have for you in this week's video. I'm so thankful that you watched to the end, and I hope you enjoyed it. This week's video is going to be fire. I'm gonna be doing like a 6-month lock video, and I'm so excited. My locks are just changing and growing on me. I remember when they were up to here. So if you are interested in that, stay tuned. That's gonna be out on Friday. And you know what, I might as well show you, like, look at the back. Like, look at it. Thank you guys. I love you so much. Bye. I'll blow you a kiss. I'm not gonna do that. Bye.